Houston Station on 2 for ARED.
Go ahead, Paulo.
Bob, I put a couple of pictures on SSC5 for the ARED people, and I'm looking at the timeline. I think I'm able to do now the loop scrap terminate activity planned for me later, so I can start on that while you think a little bit on the ARED situation.
This is Mission Control Houston, where the International Space Station's Expedition 26 crew is working its way through a day on orbit that has been devoted to a good deal of maintenance and upkeep on board the space station. Throughout the day today, Commander Scott Kelly has been working on an annual maintenance of the waste hygiene compartment. That's the toilet system located in the U.S. section of the space station. Throughout the day today, he has removed the privacy enclosure and removed the urine water hoses from the rack, done a replacement of pressure sensors and the urine and water valves, then reinstalled the hoses, and is reactivating the waste hygiene compartment now. Flight engineer Oleg Skripochka today had routine daily maintenance on the toilet in the Russian section of the space station, as well as other systems maintenance work that he shared with flight engineer Dmitry Kondratiev. Skripochka also continued his photo inspection of all of the windows in the Russian section of the space station, while cosmonaut Alexander Kaleri has spent a good portion of his day stowing items in a Progress supply ship that is scheduled to be undocked from the International Space Station later this month. Flight engineer Paolo Nespoli and Katie Coleman spent a portion of their morning conducting some training on the caution and warning systems for the spacesuits in the Quest airlock, and Nespoli followed that by beginning some maintenance on the cooling systems of the spacesuits that have been configured for he and Scott Kelly to use in case of a potential contingency spacewalk later this month in connection with the arrival of another Japanese supply ship to the International Space Station. Nespoli's also conducted hatch-sealed inspections in the Japanese module of the space station, as well as an interview with an Italian news program, while Coleman has done a hatch seal inspection in the Node 2 and performed systems maintenance throughout the U.S. section of the space station. The robotics console here in Mission Control in Houston is commanding the space station's robot arm, Canadarm2, which yesterday completed a reinstallation of the Dexter component of the robotics system back onto the mobile base system. Today, the robos are commanding the SSRMS to change its base of operations, moving from a base on the mobile base system up on the truss to a new base of operation on the Node 2 on the Harmony module. That will put the SSRMS in its position for the arrival of the Japanese cargo vehicle Konotori. Tomorrow, Commander Kelly and flight engineers Nespoli and Coleman will practice the arm operations that will be employed for a Konotori grapple and berthing. The second of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's transfer vehicles is scheduled to launch to the International Space Station on January 20th, with arrival on January 27th. The Konotori will become, at that point, the second of 5 visiting vehicles that are scheduled to arrive at the International Space Station during Expedition 26.